In this video tutorial, you will learn how to perform a hypothesis test using the critical value approach. Let's consider the following example. A fast food restaurant estimates the mean sodium content in one of its breakfast sandwiches is no more than 920 milligrams. A random sample of 44 breakfast sandwiches has a mean sodium content of 925 milligrams. Assume the population standard deviation is 18 milligrams. At alpha equals 0.10, do you have enough evidence to reject the restaurant's claim? Let's look carefully at the steps for this hypothesis test. The first step is to identify the null and alternative hypothesis. Looking carefully at this wording, no more than, that is a less than or equal to statement, which belongs with the null since the null always has the equality statement. So the null is that the mean is less than or equal to 920. The alternative is that the mean is greater than 920. Notice that the null hypothesis is the claim. Step 2, specify the level of significance, alpha, and find the critical value or critical values. Identify the rejection region or rejection regions. The alpha level we're given is 0.10. We are going to have exactly one critical value because this is a right-tailed test. And we know that because the alternative is a greater than statement. To find the critical value, we look at the normal bell curve, and we are looking for a z that contains an area to its right of 0.10. That means the area to its left is 0.90. We can find this critical value in the calculator using the inverse norm function. We'll hit second, distribution, inverse norm, hit enter. The area to the left of z is 0.90. The mean is 0, standard deviation is 1. Hit enter, enter again, and we found our critical value, z equals 1.28. The rejection region is anything greater than 1.28. Therefore, we will reject if we get a z that is greater than 1.28. We will reject the null. Step 3, calculate the test statistic. This is a z-test. We are going to do z equals x bar minus mu divided by sigma divided by the square root of n. Our sample mean in this example is 925. The mean is 920. The standard deviation is 18. And we're dividing that by the square root of the sample size. We can do this calculation in the calculator. So we'll do open parentheses, 925 minus 920 divided by, open parentheses, 18 divided by the square root of 44, close parentheses, hit enter, and we see that our test statistic is 1.84. When we make a decision whether to reject the null or fail to reject, we consider this location of our test statistic. Our test statistic 1.84 is located in the rejection region, which is to the right of 1.28. Since RZ is greater than 1.28, it is in the rejection region, which means we will reject the null hypothesis. We can interpret this decision by saying there is enough evidence at the 10% significance level to reject the restaurant's claim.